Guys, welcome to Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Guys, welcome to the channel. Even Brad Garlinghouse is calling this a turkey trot. All these XRP ETFs, we've gone from 0 US spot ETFs to a full stampede here, guys, in just some weeks. This is crazy stuff. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to break down all the major XRP ETFs. Please tap like and subscribe if you're liking the content. We're going to cover who's live, who's not, what's going on with launches coming up, the actual flows that we know of so far, numbers that we know. Can't do a lot about Cboe, the Chicago exchange numbers, because they're not required, as we covered yesterday, to report daily, but we will have numbers on those soon. But before we zoom in to each of these ETFs, guys, here's the market snapshot. Bitcoin dropping big time last night towards the 80K region, dragging the whole crypto market into the red. XRP itself whipped around, of course, about, 220? We'll take a look at it a little bit at the market. Something is around 220 or so. Within 24-hour, moves like 7 to 10% or so, somewhere around there on most feeds from what I saw. But price being choppy, okay, the pipes are still being built for the XRP story. Nothing has changed. The narrative is still the same. All right. This is regulated exchange ETF, regulated exchange products. This is huge stuff, guys. This is RIAs coming to the kitchen table and selling them to Aunt Sally. Okay. And think of it as Wall Street basically being handing the on-ramp basically to cryptos and to XRP. Right. It's basically what you can see it as. Victor, what's up? Congratulations. Welcome in this morning. Nice to see you. Thank you. Hey, you're going to hear about these XRP ETFs on and on coming up here. It's not going to stop. You got leverage trading ETFs, you got spots, you got futures, you got the trust. Boy, this Gemini likes to spy on me. Thinks I'm saying certain words and then opens up and listens. You got leverage ones, you got target 2-time dailies. Come on, guys. We got a kinds of ETFs here. It's awesome. We're loving it. Under 33 Act, of course, the 33 Act, as you guys remember, not the 40 Act, mutual framework, but the 33, right? Commodity lane is key, right? Because it because it implicitly lays out where all these ETFs are, especially XRP. First, wave leverage XXRP. Let's cover it. Back in April 2025, of course, Techrium, however you want to say it, launched the Techrium 2 times long daily. Yes, remember that XXRP on New York Stock Exchange Arca. I remember being on a project, listening to a cast and hearing that, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. This is one of the spot vault XRP ETFs that aims to basically deliver 2 times the daily move of XRP's price. That's how it works. It uses derivatives. It's designed for traders, not hodlers, of course, right? If you're a day trader, you want to be zippity-skippity. Really quick, fast liquidity movement on this thing, right? Basically, people say the first XRP ETF, that's what they call Techrium, is the first one, which it kind of is. The first true U.S. spot XRP ETF, XRPR, however, REX-Osprey, right? The true spot puppy from REX-Osprey, ticker XRPR. And welcome into Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy. Today's last Swift day. Thank you. Sorry, Victor, I didn't see your comment, buddy. Oh, cool. Nice. Two Paws, what's up? Welcome in. Two Paws, welcome back. I hope you're doing better. I hope you're feeling better. Nice to see you back in. U.S. spot XRP ETF holding, and that's an interesting comment there. Let's get to that, Victor. Thanks for shouting it out, Harpo. I would say basically, well, let's see what happens with these ETFs, because we can't do anything. We can't know anything about the Franklin Templeton ETF because it's spot trust. And as we covered yesterday, which I didn't realize, the spot trust doesn't have to report unless you're on New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ. If you're on Cboe, you do not have to actually report daily, and they don't have to report daily, so we'll get a report probably in a month on that one. But XRPC record-breaking debut, as you well know, right? November 13th, right. Yes, Canary Capital, remember? Small LLC, not really that big of a deal. XRPC on NASDAQ, okay. An ETF product that holds XRP directly now, which is what we're loving. We're loving when we hold directly. Custodied by BitGo and is it Gemini? Yes, it is. Creation units of 40K shares. The numbers of these. All right, here's the deal. Let's get into this for a sec. Let's sidetrack. Hold on. Let's do this. And by the way, welcome back in Two Paws and welcome back in Victor. Always like to see some of my past peeps hopping in. Whoops, sorry. Hey, Two Paws and Victor, still no better at the screen share. Still no better at the working the equipment. Geez, Tank, you think you would have gotten better last couple weeks? Always. Hey, now look, you got XRP trading. It was trading 800K a minute a little while ago here. It's trading 500K a minute. Look at these corridors here. Isn't this interesting? Always amazes me. Guys, don't forget about Caleb Brown. Even if we don't use our link, we don't really care. Well, we do care. It'd be nice if you use our link. That'd be great. However, get yourself on Caleb Brown and do not miss the train on that, please, because that would be, in my opinion, a mistake. I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice, right? So, yeah, right. Checks the boxes. Yeah. Don't be a robot now. But in the actual CBO listing here market, this EZRP here, let's cover EZRP. This spot XRP ETF, it's holding physical XRP tokens and well, you know what I mean. Come on, it's virtual stuff. It's holding it, okay? Instead of using futures or swaps or whatever like the others. So it's pretty big. Now, Templeton's perspective. This is Franklin's. So Franklin's. This is Franklin's ETF. So Franklin's fee is like 0.19% or something like that. So they're really they're competing fee wise. They're very serious about that, and that's a big point. We that's one of the largest determinants when larger players want to go play. They need that low fee. They don't want to see 0.50%. When they could be looking at 0.19, obviously. Huge difference when you're dealing with massive numbers. Guys, recent info from BitTrue. Day one volume for EZRP around 215 mil-ish or so. Roughly about 303 mil in inflows. First 48 hours. Yep. Some are projecting a lot higher than that. We shall see. Some of these XRP ETFs, guys, price not going to go up right away from XRP ETFs inflows, capital inflows, okay? Calm it down. Chill out. Chill out, guys. I love you. Chill out. All right. Now, look. Maidi, welcome in, sir. Now, here's the thing. Because EZRP is a 1933 Act commodity-style trust on Cboe, on Chicago's exchange, and we know it doesn't have to report, doesn't have to disclose daily. Okay? It has a model that it goes and it doesn't have to report. You get an NAV, shares outstanding and creation basket flow with most of these, like daily. You can't get a daily basket flow on this. So they'll report when they report. I'm not sure when that is, what their guidelines are. Shame on me for not knowing that. I don't know when they report, but it's probably going to be at the end of the month or so. But yeah, that's interesting because if they were on NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange, they'd have to still report daily. But they're on Cboe on Chicago, so they don't have to. Bitwise is XRP ETF, by the way, ticker XR. What's the money XRP? What's that one? What's that one? Boy, you're really sounding like you know what you're talking about. What's that one? Hope you're having fun here on the channel. Crypto Info Blockchain Meetings with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. You better tap that like and subscribe if you think you're getting anything out of it. If you don't do it. Please don't forget that Bitwise is already big on Bitcoin and Solana ETFs. So this one's expecting to be a biggie. Crypto native funds, family offices, and active traders are going to be jumping in on this one. And let's not forget 21 shares, people. TOXR approved and queued, baby. Yeah, we got XRP 21 shares, TOXR on Cboe again. Yet another one. We think about that. We think about all this XRP ETF activity and the price not going anywhere. Talk to me. By the way, that one's got a 0.50% fee. That's okay. Had to make a face like that. That's all right. Spot XRP, by the way, is what she is. BitGo and Anchorage are a couple of the custodians for that one. And by the way, let's quickly hop on and just check out what's happening here. We got a $2.84 trillion cryptocurrency market. Oh my God, it's tanking. Everybody's crying. Oh no. Oh no. And then go back. Nah, it's not that bad. It's actually just taking a fall off the cliff to somewhere around here. If we draw back somewhere around here-ish, right? Yeah, somewhere around here in this range, April 2025. What's the big deal? Who cares? Come on, guys. Who cares? Look at this. Come on. Sam Bankman, fat boy who couldn't eat any meat, but he ate all the vegetables, but he still got fat. I don't get that. Makes no sense. But anyway, that little son of a gun with a backpack, that little kid there that messed everybody over, SBF right here. And then we climb, and then crypto's not really anything. No, you were all wrong. Nothing burger, all in here. That was a nothing burger. You were all wrong. See? Oh, no, you weren't. You were all right. Everybody buy crypto, baba. No, you weren't. You were wrong. See? And then here we are here. The sentiment, it's so silly and foolish and to me, and I laugh when I hear people talk about, and not in a bad way, in a negative way, but I laugh when hey, everybody out there who sees the light with crypto, give yourself a shout out, give yourself a pat on the back. If you guys are all over Bitcoin and don't see the truth of all that Bitcoin's not a store of value and so on and so forth, and it's actually a store of speculation and all this business, if you're not seeing that, then okay, that's okay. You don't need to see it. But for those, hats off to those who are seeing the truth of crypto and what these cryptos are and what they mean and what Bitcoin really is and what Ethereum really is. And how Ethereum really does not, I don't know what its price ought to be. I know that it can't take crypto to the end moving forward. And its long-term price action proves that they just don't know about Ethereum. Would you just look at all the choppy? Boy, are they sure about Bitcoin. Let's check that one out. See the difference in the chart? Look at the difference in the chart, how she goes up on the all chart. See, up, ever up like crazy. Too much for its own good. Now look at Ethereum. Watch Ethereum. Watch the choppy. Oh, geez, I'm not really quite sure. Because I think we should be, I don't know, because look at how choppy, and you don't see this going with an ascending trend line you can draw like this going up, and you're tapping all those resistance levels, right? Come on now, child. You ain't gonna fool me. Now look at how low it is now. Come on, now people be seeing the truth on Ethereum is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Now somebody go fetch my sweet tea. Now that's what I'm saying, because look at Bitcoin's chart. Yo, Bitcoin, look at this with an ascending trend line being drawn up like this. Now come on. All right, don't get all riled up now first thing in the morning. Tank. Calm it down there, buddy. Take it low. These are kind, nice people on the channel. They don't want to. Now look at. Let's check XRP's chart out and tell the story. It tells a story. Come on, we're going. We are running away with the financial system right here, baby. Nope. SEC comes in, lassos that little doggy and says, no, you come back here now. Child, and pulls right back, and that's that. And then we're going to trace sideways. XRP is not nothing. Don't worry. And this is where bomb XRP in here. Oh, yeah. Easy, Santa. And then here, XRP really is something now, isn't it? Wait, was that the declared not a security? Or was that was in July, declared not a security by Judge Annalisa Torres, if you all remember. Pulling out of a driveway on a project. My buddy who told me about XRP texts me and goes, not a security officially. I said, wait, what? Let me catch my breath. XRP's nothing, isn't it? Look it all went sideways. Oh boy, did I buy an XRP. Here's now. Oh, you buy a lot of XRP here now, don't you, cha? If you know what you're doing. Now look at, nobody's bragging. Now look at, here, when you watch the Trump pump go up, you say, now wait a minute, I'm glad I got all the XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, Algo, IOTA, Quant, VeChain, ADA, don't forget Chucky, and, my buddy, and by the way, that's term of endearment, love him, awesome genius. And yeah, baby. Oh, by the way, crypto's nothing. Here we go. Let's come down the mountain. Wait, hold on. Can I open this? Oh boy, I don't know how to use my equipment here. I never have and I never will. I'm not a techie guy. But anyway, look at us drop down here. Oh my goodness, look at us drop down to $1.92 for an XRP. Who's buying? Not a financial advisor. Never financial advice. Considering XRP, running on the XRP ledger, handling cross-border payments in 3 to 5 seconds for pennies for the cost of 0.00001 XRP, and that's whether you're sending $20 or 20 billion. Correct me if I'm wrong. The fees don't change. I don't think the fees change. Anyway, also handling smart contract activity through, I believe it's the XLS 30. Or is that AMMs? Sorry, that's AMMs. XLS 30's AMMs, automated market makers. Boy, the functions on the XRP ledger. Okay, so the XRP ledger, I will say, will be, it is already starting to be and will be the, we're supposed to cover all the rest of the, all the rest of the ETFs. XRP ledger is going to be, and is already starting to be, for folks who are paying attention to it and seeing the truth of it, the hub where the world's value passes through, the train station, and then interoperates, of course, with other chains as well. So a world ran by interoperating blockchains, blockchain networks. You got your quants, you got your Cardano ADA, you got your Stellar Lumens XLM, different chains, Polkadot. You've got different chains that interoperate and connect in. You've got Chainlink and some connectors, and Quant's got its overledger. And this is kind of like for folks there are a lot of folks who are a little newer on the channel, whom I know are watching now. And so just a heads up for you, this is what's been going on. I almost said kind of like. A lot of corporates and people say kind of like. Are you tracking me? Is it check the boxes? Right. Why? Don't be so robotic. You don't have to be. Let's see the difference. Look at the difference now. We're trading now per minute 700,000 rather than 500,000. XRP kicked it up 200K since we've been looking. Hey guys, here's an important point to make real quick. Caleb and Brown, a lot of folks are going to be trapped on exchanges this time around, in my opinion. That is an opinion. I don't know if that's true or not. I see that history usually rhymes, and we've been dealing with exchanges. Anytime they get somewhat volatile, they've been crash-a-rooney and not up for you to be able to grab your monies. When your stuff runs up or my stuff runs up, right? So that's when we want to try to cash out. That's what I do. It's never financial advice. So Caleb and Brown is a crypto brokerage that keeps your money custodied 1-to-1. Also, Fireblocks institutional grade custody for you. So super safe. They're open 24/7. Even if you simply, by the way, check our episode with this dude that's coming up right here after this woman, not him, not that woman, this woman, and then after this gentleman here. By the way, this gentleman is the boss, and then so she, and so is he. Business development, international business development for Caleb and Brown. That's Jim Bizzani. We have an episode with him. This gentleman right here. He's awesome. What a great dude. And he informs you and lets you know how you get onboarded to Caleb and Brown. Very simple stuff. Very, in my opinion, very wise stuff. They charge you a 3.5% buy-sell swap. So it's worth it. They don't charge you anything to onload, to on-ramp. You might as well just, in my opinion, I'm not a financial advisor, might as well just buy it there. Drop it onto your storage there. If you wish, put it on cold storage. I don't know how you like to play this crypto game. See, the thing with Caleb is the readiness of a hot wallet and the security essentially of a cold. Essentially, almost of a cold. Almost, not quite. Nothing is like air gapping and not being hot and connected to the internet, obviously. Now you're not connected at all. Now you need to have your seed phrased in order to get your wallet hacked. You need to be able to change things or do anything. So know that, of course, for newer people, never, when we get these wallets, which some of you folks that are watching are going to be getting, never be giving your seed phrases out to anybody. By the way, we have videos on the wallets, and you can check those out, at least on Ledger, and I think another one we did. Anyway, check Caleb around, by the way, and call that number and tell him the tanker sent you, and we will get our credit. Thank you for doing that, and thank yourself for being able to actually cash out if you want to, not having a withdrawal limit per day like you have on Uphold or Coinbase or Kraken or Femex or any of these exchanges. You have daily withdrawal limits on as long as you clear with your bank on Caleb and Brown and set a test transaction to create a link. You are good to go, and you can go ahead and cash out large amounts at one time with one transaction. Your stuff runs. You want to pull, $750K, boom, you pulled that trigger. Try doing that in the exchanges. You can't. Just bought 5 minutes ago on XRP, says Gregory Moran. Look at it, this is my opinion. What a smart son of a gun. Now that's the smart money right there. Smart money's buying XRP right now. Some folks that I talk to in my personal life have a major opportunity to be buying XRP and some other things today. In my personal, rarely, almost never considered opinion, that is not financial advice. Because I would never, if I were you, ever buy these three, because of what I say or do on the channel. I would never do it. Don't ever do it. And don't ever play this video back 3 years from now. Don't ever do that. And don't ever look at where the prices are of these three things are 3 years from now. Don't ever do that. Whatever you do, don't do that. Not 3 years from now. Don't go playing this video back of me saying don't ever buy these because of what I say or do. Don't buy or sell anything because of what I say or do on the channel. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Check it out. Patreon's launch. Check that out. All right. Now look at it. Here's the deal. Banner. Be gone. No, just kidding. Trying to show off the only tech skills I have, which are zero. I can barely work this thing. Anyway, here's the deal. Crypto is going nowhere but up. Everybody knows it who pays attention to a channel like this. I hope you folks are paying attention to crypto out there. I hope you are not being fooled by the old Bitcoin, that it is a store of speculation, rather than, of course, a store of value. And I hope you're not being fooled. Look at smart move buying some XRP. Look at this dipper. Who bought XRP down here? 183 at about 5:30 this morning. Look at that little crevasse. And now she's going to head back. I don't know. Let's see. Let's check the 1 month. Oh, look at this 1 month. Oh, let's desperately try to get back up to these 268 levels on this. Let's see. We're back 1025. So yeah, those deeper levels here, those further back levels, because here we got Trump pump right here. Yep. And here we are right around to where kind of like at the exhaustion of the first wave of the Trump pump, almost for XRP. So good spot to buy. I am not a financial advisor, not a good spot to buy for me. I bought below 45 cents or so, somewhere around there, which isn't really that big of a deal. A lot of folks bought at 17 cents. Yikes. And lower. Yeah, I know folks who bought XRP solo. Hey, guys, Ripple is going nowhere but up in a monstrous way. Like, for example, ICP Internet Computer with an all-time high, which, of course, we know is paper traded to crap. It's not even really its all-time high. It was much higher than that, about 2K-ish or so. It's at 750. somewhere around there. It's at $750 for an all-time high, $750. It right now is at $4.24. If anybody ever thought it could go somewhere around there, VeChain is coming in at a 1 penny. VeChain's in at a penny. It's got an all-time high of 27 cents down here, all-time high of 27 cents. She is a powerhouse in the crypto space. This does not show VeChain's, here's its logo. That does not show what VeChain is capable of. It is not indicative of VeChain's real-world value by any means whatsoever. I can say this with the utmost confidence, being so well researched on VeChain and looking you directly in the eye and telling you, wow, oh boy, what a buy op on VeChain, that this is the opposite of what VeChain is in the real world, is right here. So if it does this for us, then that means buy ops. That means undervalued. Oh my goodness, it's so undervalued because look how low the price is compared to where it's going to be at $1, $2, $3, $5, $10, $20, $50, could be $100, could be $250, could even be $500 to $1,000 for VeChain. Yes, it could. Anybody who's saying no is not paying. Check out VeChain. Check out its tokenomics. Check out everything. Check out its board. Check out its track record. Check out its circulating supply. Check out its burn mechanism. Check out every single thing about VeChain, what it does, its real world use case, who the real players are in VeChain, and you come back to me and you tell me if that's not true on VeChain. Okay, now, not to mention some connections with a government that starts with a C and the next letter is an H. Let's watch the algorithm. All right, now here's the deal. Believe it or not. Yeah, we got to be careful. Now here's the deal. VeChain, even going anywhere close to a $27 all-time high. People, please, can we please wake up and smell the crypto? I'm cuckoo for crypto puffs. Let's say we took $5,000 and we said, no, I'm not telling you to do it. Now look this isn't financial advice. This is a calculator exercise on a computer. Now $5,000 divided by this 0.12 cent VeChain is going to give an individual 416,000 VeChain. Oh boy. And 666. That doesn't mean it's dark or bad. All right. We know. We already covered that. That's the carbon molecule. There's 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons. So all that is earthly or beastly here is the carbon molecule that rules all life here on this third rock from the sun. Yeah, its code is 666. It's elemental structure. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons in structure. Yep, that's all that means, guys. Don't get scared now. Now look at 400, not that I advocate for that bad side at all. In fact, I oppose that. Now, 416,666 coins of VeChain. Now, if we even just said 116,000 and give, some to the exchange for the fee, okay? Now, we know it's going to go at least, if we had, now, I think we said 416,000. So if we had 416,000 and we even took that all-time high and said it easily did a 5x, it's like $1.35. And we take that, I mean, pretty sure we said 416,000, something like that. Anyway, that's a nice little price tag for dropping 5K, because that's over $500,000 before you're paying your taxes for dropping 5K. What'd you say? Anybody pay attention? Fastest horse in the race. Never financial advice. Individual research is crypto. Not telling you to do this. Individual research is crypto. Individual purchase is crypto. Legally on the exchange and everything. KYC, know your customer. You give your license, you go on the exchange, you go on uphold.com, you go on one of these exchanges, you go on, wherever you want to. Gemini, Femex, Kraken, Coinbase, you take your pick. You go on these. I would go to Caleb & Brown, which is not an exchange. That, of course, is a crypto brokerage, which is just a little bit different from all those exchanges. You start to understand what's going on with all this stuff. Now, some folk won't be millionaires on paper, and that's it. And not going to be able to get the cash out. Now, somebody go fetch my sushi now, Todd. Somebody fetch my sweet tea. Now look, I'm here to spit the truth, and I'm here to help you. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an educator, perhaps, maybe. I'm at least an information giver, and sometimes I might be an entertainer. Sometimes, maybe. It might be a little bit entertaining sometimes. Okay, fine. But somebody buys the crypto. I'm not saying you. Somebody buys the crypto. Somebody puts it on the cold storage wallet. They wait. They see the crypto tanking. They're like, oh, geez, did I make a mistake? No, I've been researching. I trust my research. I know that smart people around me are buying this crypto as well, these projects that I'm purchasing, and I well vetted them. And I have confidence, and I agree with my buddies that are also purchasing these things. And, I'm going to go ahead and purchase more because it's down low. And I'm also maybe going to DCA or dollar cost average and maybe just set, every Thursday, I don't care what the price is. I buy $100 worth of, XRP, and that's it. Okay. Let's say I play it like that, and I put it on cold storage, a Ledger Nano X or whatever it is, or whatever you choose for your cold storage, and a decent wallet, whatever you choose, right? A decent a Treasure wallet, whatever you want, right? Now, you're waiting, but you're still buying, and you're accumulating, and you're keeping a record of it, and you're still researching every day. This is day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Yeah, for a few years. While crypto's doing this, guys. This is what you're doing. While crypto's doing this. This is what a lot of folks on the channel are doing, and we're doing. This is what I was doing. This is what I do, and this is how we play this, okay? We hodl, we hold. Okay, just doing it all during here. When Sam Bankman Knucklehead here, that little, be careful, Frank, with the backpack there, that went and took everybody's money. That little guy who ate all the vegetables and still got big boy. Turned into a big boy. Didn't eat any meat, but he still turned into a big boy. Riddle me that one, Batman. Anyway, here you go. I think he was sneaking the meat. Or eating a lot of cakes and a lot of pastries and ice cream. Little exercise. Not good for the heart, guy. Now, look, he might have cleaned it up. Here's the deal. Not concerned about that guy's health. I wish him well. Here's the deal. Crypto cranked after that little guy did his thing. Little, I use loosely. Did his thing. Here we go. Look at this. Climbs. Oh, no, look. Climbs. It's going to trade sideways. Crypto's not. I don't think we should have gotten into this whole thing. No, yes, it is. Look at it go. Look at it go. What? No, it's not. That's not anything. That crypto's nothing. That's not really anything as the weeks go on. No. Oh, yeah, yes, it is. You better get in on Sally. Nah, you better not. Yeah. Oh, yeah, get in. No, I'm not really quite sure. Kind of goes up and down. Or whatever. Oh, now it's all. Oh, now. See, crypto's nothing. Oh, you better get out of crypto. Oh, no, you better run from it. Crypto's nothing. Here's where we are now, sentiment-wise. Oh, you were all wrong about crypto. Folks that bought a ton of crypto, honey, I think we might have been wrong about crypto. We might have made a mistake with it. We get into those points. When we get to these points is when we shoot like a shooting. Let's say shooting star, because on the candlestick chart, shooting star, not so good. Yeah, I say that's my opinion. Or is it falling star? Sorry, my mistake. See, told you I don't know charts too well. Know a little bit. Anyway, I don't play because I'm not this day trading guy. I'm not even a swing trading guy. I got friends who swing trade and they know charts, and I'm like, bless you. I'm this guy who's not that smart when it comes to all that. What I do is I keep on I buy it and I hold it. And when I see it going up on big volume, and it's going up big and it's going up on volume like this, that goes up to verify, no, this is real, not paper tiger stuff. This is real stuff. When I see all that, I say, you know what? You're not stopping crypto. Nobody's putting crypto back in the bottle. Nobody's putting Genie back in the bottle. Nobody's putting toothpaste back in the tube. Crypto does not go, blockchain does not go back into computer, whatever it is. The analogy. It's not, no, we move toward a world of convenience. We do not go back to horses. We stick with the cars. In fact, we make them better and faster and more comfy, more able to withstand inertia going around corners and so on and so forth. Try an Audi. It's amazing. Yeah, I mean, come on. This is what we do. We like convenience and comfort. We're not going back. You think I'm going back? I'm not going backwards now. No. It will only be Audi moving forward or better. Yeah, we don't go backwards. It's that German engineering I'll take, or better. You think I'm going back to a Ford? Yeah, I'm going back to a Chevy. Yeah. Once you jump into the Audi, it's tough to go back to that Chevy. That's the thing. Yeah. And this is the truth of what it is. Once you taste some chocolate cake, you're like, oh my gosh, there's this thing called chocolate cake. Can I have that for my birthday next year? If that's what you love, or else it's vanilla or whatever, right? So, we go toward a felt positive as humans, psychologically, physically, everything. We move toward felt positive, not negative, right? So we don't like conflict and things like this, right? And it's a good thing. We shouldn't. Anyhow, crypto is not going back into the bottle. We move toward a world of convenience. We also have so many leaves on the tree, meaning human beings. What do you do with all these humans? You need to kind of track them and watch what they're doing, see what's going on, right? You need blockchain technology to leverage and to be able to see with, of course, surveillance and cameras and all this stuff. Guys, don't pretend this is not that guy Orwell. That I got to care for the algorithm. That guy Orwell with what was that year? Wait a minute. What was the year that awesome Van Halen album came out? Not awesome, but with the baby on the cover. Pretty sure it was 1984. Yeah. Pretty sure at every intersection you go by and on going down the highway, any stretch that's meaningful in any city, you go and see all the cameras. Yeah. Everybody pay attention? Yeah. It is that moving towards that. It's obvious. Blockchain is obviously part of it. So is AI. Obviously. How do you keep track on all the leaves on the tree? Blockchain technology and AI. Duh. Ding, ding. Come on, guys. Look at. Now, here's the thing. This stuff is pretty obvious stuff when we get eyes on it and understand. And the thing is, we've got to understand what all this stuff is. Because you ain't going to come to a conclusion if, no offense to anybody, but folks who are new into crypto and blockchain technology, just like me, when I started, nobody knows this stuff is. So if you don't really know what it is, you can't see how it's changing the world, where it actually fits in. And once you find out what blockchain technology actually is and what it does, and you start learning about different chains and what they do and coins and so on and so forth and different real world use cases and what they perform, so much better and faster than the old clunky system, including our fast computers. Silly, silly stuff, man. This blockchain stuff's UFO, man. It's slipping and zipping dimensions, going doop, 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 disappearing in and out of, phasing in and out of visible light spectrum, like a UFO. I mean, this stuff is not bound to, it's anti-gravity. It's not bound to inertia. It ain't like the car that you're driving, right? So it's free of all this stuff. So, that's what blockchain technology, which really that's what quantum and blockchain is and AI. That's the true, phasing in and out of reality UFO thing. That's just yippity skippity zipping information value all over this great planet faster than anything we've ever seen, making everything else, our old clunky rails, legacy rails, look like this clunky old two-prop clunky going twin prop turbo plane with smoke coming out of the engines and chickens flying around the back with feathers flying all over. You could picture that. And then a UFO called blockchain zips right by and goes, doom, 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 and just does whatever it wants and zips by this plane. And it's like, wait, now what? Why would we ever use this old stuff? Are you serious? No, the world's going to blockchain technology and AI. It's an obvious integration, by the way, between the two. Dovetailing or threading our existing legacy banking system and all the other computer systems and upgrading now, of course, with quantum, AI, blockchain technology, running things with smart contracts and more. By the way, smart contracts is just this next thing we just had that's brilliant and genius. Someone is coming up with the next thing that is as revolutionary to smart contracts, and it will run on blockchain as well. And I'm going to call that right now, and I don't know what it is. And maybe if I can get into a trance or a state, I can be the one to create it. Somebody is going to create the next thing that is as big as smart contracts. And I don't know what that is. Mark my words. It's coming very shortly. We've gone too long without a major innovation. Maybe I should go into our dark closet and try to do it myself. I don't know if I can. I don't think I'm smart enough. But anyway, we have almost 800,000 XRP trading, 700 and let's say, well, it keeps dropping, 700,000 in the past minute. Now it's jumping up, now it's dropping, now it's jumping up. These are the corridors, of course, that it's trading to. We have, of course, the United States. We've got the MENA region here in Africa, Northern Africa. Actually, this is Asia. This is MENA region down here. Middle East, and then we have Asia Pacific over here region. We've got a bunch going. Oh, well, we've got some going to Australia here too. We've got some going to South Africa, and any going to South America here. I'm sure we do. We've got corridors there. We've got some going to Canada here, and this is the XRP moving up across this globe, going to Japan over here, going to general Pacific Rim here. These two slots, Japan and China, India. Boy, we got a lot of XRP movement. We got a lot of crypto activity. Crypto does not go back in the bottle. I hope you guys are paying attention. Comments real quick. Chris Carpenter said, "What? Who was that? I don't know." Boy, I really got to pay attention to my comments because I miss out. Anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning. Guy, you're so old you can't read comments without glasses. Welcome, Gregory. Welcome, Mahidin. And welcome, Tupaz. Welcome back in. What if, okay, Anonymous One says, because Tupaz is saying Weasel, and I think I'm just so long on the thread far back that I just miss it all. What if this is the cause of getting rid of the penny market correction to nickel and dimos? I don't know. I don't know if that, I don't know. Who knows? Could be. I'm going to say that it's very clear that blockchain technologies are going nowhere but up, Anonymous One. That's the obvious truth. The Navy has spent now in another, somewhat recently, another $11 million on blockchain technology to track weaponry, personnel, uniforms, equipment, medicine, and so on and so forth. Please get eyes on the Navy spending, I think it's like 30 or 40 million, or at least 20 something million on blockchain technologies. The legacy banking systems are overhauling everything with these blockchain technologies. PXLM, XTC, HBAR, Algo, IOTA, Quant, ADA, those 8 ISO 2002 coins, which of course is the International Standard of Operations. Please go to ISO.org and see that they have a best messaging practice for everything in banking that they've been using for so long. Their newest one, of course, is ISO 20022, which is the messaging code that's going to say, hey, look, you're not going to use these old MT messaging. You're going to use not XLM, but XML messaging, and no more coexistence with old MT messaging. That's old and clunky. And now SWIFT, Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications, that messages most of the money in the world says, unless your coins are compliant with these, you're not going to be moving money. So there you go. As of November 21st or 22nd, 2022, which is basically what? Today. Okay, so by today or tomorrow, I think it's 22nd actually, November 22nd, which is tomorrow, no more coexistence, no more MT messages, only XML messages. Who's paying attention? Oh, SBF is a little weasel guy, but he's a big guy, but he's a weasel. Yes, not very cool. I oppose deception, including if I ever do it. I get on myself and I say, now look at Frank, don't be deceiving anybody. Oh yeah, I'll check myself. Don't you worry. No, we oppose deception. No, we don't like that. That's weird, creepy stuff. Don't play with people like that now. Now look, that Sam Bankman guy is somewhere, and boy, I don't, now look at, do you think, let me ask you, everybody, an honest question, and including Tom Brady. Let me ask Tom Brady and everybody else, okay? Shout out to Tom. Whew, what a talent. Here's the deal. Here's the question. You think Tom is happy with Sammy boy? Little fat boy who ate all the pies. Yeah, he ate all the pies and pastries because there's no way you're not going to eat any meat. Either he's bull crap and he's sneaking and eating all that meat in private, because there's no way you're going to be a fat boy like that and eating vegetables. All right, you got hippos. I get it. You got hippos who are vegetarians. All right. That's an argument. You got brontosauruses that are big fat boys eating vegetables back in the day. All right, I get it, before blockchain. I get that, okay? But seriously, guys, come on. He's eating a lot of pastries and he's eating meat and chicken and stuff in the closet. There's no way you're going to be a big fat boy like that, Sam Bankman-Fried. I'm getting it does not compute. You're eating pastries and such. All right, yeah, I don't like that guy. Not very cool. We're supposed to be kind and nice, though. Put the pie down, Sammy boy. You're not allowed anymore. Jeez. Maybe you want to think about eating some meat. Switch over to maybe a more balanced diet. Anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome day today. Thanks for tuning to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank Crypto Tank. Thanks. Have a great weekend, by the way. And you know I love you all. And you know I'm kidding. And no, I really don't think it's cool that dude did that. And I think he should put the pies down. Stop eating all the pies. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday, I hope. And nice to see Tupaz and some others back in. Have a great weekend. Don't lose faith. Crypto's going nowhere but to the moon. And in 3 years, we're going to laugh our asses off later.